Hello there and welcome to Peace with Gareth. I am Gareth and thank you for joining me for this video today. We are going to get straight into it today, so thank you for coming along for this video focusing on sugar cravings, sugar binges and those emotional draws to sugar that certainly I experience. And I'm guessing if you're here too, then maybe this is relevant for you. I really hope that some of the things I share with you today can help. Before we do get started, just to put a short disclaimer on this video that this is offered as a way of exploring within you what might be influencing certain choices around sugar, and by no means is it replacing any kind of psychological intervention that may be really helpful for you to explore. So later on in the video I do touch upon this as well, but I thought I would add it in at the start too. Thank you for joining me for this video, which is all about sugar cravings, sugar binges, and just thoughts, ideas on drawing from my own experiences on how to manage them in the moment. So if you are feeling that real desire for sugar and you don't want to have sugar, you don't want to follow that behaviour, then I'm hoping that some of the things I can share with you today might be helpful. So, let's begin. First of all, by getting as comfortable as possible. Whether that means staying where you are or moving somewhere else. Whether that's sat down, lying down, or any other position that you might like to be in. And once you've found that place, that position, maybe closing your eyes, or if you're keeping your eyes open, just softly focusing them on one point in the room and letting your gaze soften. If your eyes are closed, just take a moment to relax the muscles around your eyes, so your eyes are just gently shut. Maybe pay attention to your feet, just making sure they're in a comfortable position, flat on the floor if possible, if you're sat down. Just try not to have your legs crossed. And paying attention to your hands, fingers and arms as well. Placing them in a position of comfort. And whilst we are in that region, let's also just take a moment to focus on your shoulders as well. This is an area where we can often hold and carry a lot of tension, like we're carrying a big weight around with us. So if you're sat down, just trying to let your shoulders drop, just moving them down, letting them drop down, let gravity do its work. And if you're lying down, maybe just finding some gentle movement in your shoulders, maybe lifting them up and down a few times. And then just finding a place of peace, a place of stillness. And let's take a few deeper breaths together. breathing in nice and deeply, all the way down to your tummy through your nose. Holding for a couple of moments. And breathing out through your mouth. If you can, trying to make your out breath longer than your in breath, so that you're really breathing everything out, releasing lots of stuff, letting go. So maybe taking another couple of those deeper breaths. Okay, so we're here with the intention of exploring sugar cravings, maybe sugar binges as a behaviour pattern. And I think one of the keys in exploring this that I've noticed is awareness. So, awareness of when I am really craving sugar. And that often feels like, a desire to run to the local shop and pick something up that is chocolatey, cakey or biscuity in its composition. But I've also noticed, and this is something that maybe you might like to focus on as I'm talking, is there a feeling that is underneath all of this? Today, when I had that craving, I asked myself that question because I felt like there was a bit of emptiness in me, is how I would describe it. And when I dug a little bit deeper by asking myself, well, what is this emptiness? Trying to name the feeling that I had. It wasn't an emptiness of hunger. Actually, the word that came to mind that I am trusting is sadness. So for me today, when I explored that, the word sadness came up. So what word comes up for you? Maybe taking maybe a minute or so in silence together. I will be here holding this space for you. Maybe just thinking about if you can relate to what I'm talking about, to this feeling of emptiness, something missing, sugar serving a purpose. What purpose is that? If it's not hunger, then what is going on? Just taking a moment to explore within you and just trusting that the intention of that exploration will give you at least an indicator of the kind of answer that might be helpful. And trying to name it as well. Like for me, it was sadness. So I'll stop talking now and just allow you that time. I'll be here and I will check in with you again shortly. Okay. Hopefully that was enough time for you to at least start exploring, identify, name what that feeling might be for you. And I think that that is so key in any change. If we can start to develop awareness of what is going on a deeper level, what might be driving some of our behaviour patterns, then I think from that understanding comes a deeper knowledge of ourselves. And also I think that in the moment, maybe in this moment now, when you're listening to this video, if you're feeling that draw to sugar for emotional reasons rather than appetite or other reasons, then maybe with that noticing, we can create space for change as well. So maybe we can make a different choice. Maybe we can choose differently in this moment. If we've got a feeling that's named, then maybe we can explore why we're feeling that certain thing and why we're drawn to sugar. I think for me, partly it's because sugar almost numbs me. I think it kind of wipes me out. It gives me energy, but also wipes me out energetically as well. So I know after eating sugar that I'm going to be feeling quite sleepy and tired. So it's a bit like a distraction, really, a bit of escapism. But I think that we have choices with that awareness. So with the feeling you've identified, maybe that's something that you could explore on a deeper level through talking with somebody, through talking to yourself, an inner dialogue. That could be through journaling, it could be through further meditation. So maybe doing a meditation on why am I feeling this feeling? What is causing this feeling? What can I do to support myself? What can I do to heal? What is causing this behaviour? What is causing that particular feeling? And maybe with that knowledge, we can make different choices moving forwards. Choices that are maybe more supportive of our health, of our well-being. And that's not to say, I'm not talking here about never eating sugar again. I'm talking about having the right motivation and the right wanting of sugar, in a certain setting, at a party, with friends, in more of a social setting, a meal out. Then there might be settings where I do want to make a choice, and that choice is purely from a place of more appetite based, and that choice comes from a healthier place than emotionally driven sugar binging, which is what it is for me. So I hope that at least in this short time we've had together today, you've been able to identify and understand yourself a little bit more by naming that feeling. And anytime you want to re-listen to this video, just know that you can always come back. And maybe we can get to the root cause of what is driving some of this behaviour, start to heal that, and by doing so, let it go. And I know for some people, these things might be very deeply rooted. There could be all sorts of trauma that underpins this. So by no means am I saying that this meditation is going to sort out absolutely everything, but maybe it can help you along that pathway. And I would certainly encourage you to reach out for other support with that. In most regions, certainly in the UK, I'm sure in other parts of the world as well, there are mental health organisations, whether that's through a healthcare system or whether they are charitable organisations that provide wonderful, wonderful help and support through talking therapies and other interventions that allow you the space to explore these things with another person. So this is in no way trying to replace that, but maybe, as I say, it could offer a starting point. It could further your own exploration and understanding of yourself and the choices that we are making. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing this moment. I truly, truly hope that this has helped in some way. And if you have engaged with this, if you have had those inner conversations during this video, and you have had some answers, some indication of what is going on, then I think that deep work is just absolutely fantastic. So well done to you. Well done to you for having the courage to be honest with yourself and to explore yourself so deeply, so honestly. So let's maybe take a final deep breath together, breathing in through your nose, all the way down to your tummy, pausing for a couple of moments, and then breathing out for as long as is comfortable. Really breathe out, let go. If you are sitting down, I'll invite you to either put your feet flat on the ground or imagine that your feet are flat on the ground, and the same if you're lying down. Maybe just imagine that your feet are flat on the ground. Maybe imagine that there's tree roots coming from the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet, like the roots of a tree going deep down into the earth. And from the base of your spine, these roots, just like tree roots, going down into the earth, grounding you to the energy of the earth, anchoring you and keeping you safe in this moment and secure. And if your eyes have been closed, gently opening your eyes now. coming back to your environment. Just looking around gently, taking it all in. Not jumping up too quickly. Let's take our time. We've been sat or lying down quite still now for a while. So please, gentle movements. When you do get up, nice and slowly. Maybe make yourself a nice drink, a nice warming cup of tea, or some water, whatever it is you feel drawn to. And well done again for the work that we've done together today. And I am sending love and peace from my heart to yours. Thank you.